So what'd you think about it?
What you mean, man? I can't tell you. It's like blowing out birthday candles, right?
Nah, you can tell.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I couldn't think of anything, so I thought of my nickname. So I looked up presidents. Okay. So when I was out there playing, I thought about the order of presidents, the Constitution, stuff like that, you know?
Smart.
What about you? I mean, what do you think about when you're out there?
I mean, my mind always goes to like old song lyrics, like Motown and stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah, Sam Cooke, that type of
Yeah,
type
Temptations,
of
that type of stuff.
Exactly,
Yeah, just get your minds off.
Hey, what y'all talking about?
Just mental preparation.
Oh, listen, man. There's nothing like a little gentle yoga every morning to get your day started.
Man, that's right.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I don't do yoga, but y'all were just over here talking about it like it meant something. Just put the ball in the hoop and get back on D. Dang, Motown, I'm going to have Sam Cooke play for the game. At least you get in the game. Dang.
I actually heard yoga is pretty good for you.
I hear yoga's great,
Yeah.
man. You were onto something for a minute.
Yeah.
I actually do yoga, man. If you actually want,
Hey, Kevin. Well, by now we're all aware of the nickname that's been given to Prez and Young. What isn't widely known is just why they've gone with the nickname Orange Juice.
Thank you, David. Did not know that was the reasoning behind the nickname.
And I have to say, I love that
Ready,
name.
gentlemen?
So often
Ready?
you get the most boring nicknames for players, but they went out and picked something.
A whole new group. Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David Lee's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Bertinez comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Ginobili in for Green. On the now for the Spurs. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Then it's David Lee. Then
Wake up!
unquestionably the best.
Well, we've seen a lot of his countrymen follow in his footsteps, and he came over so young. At that time, he was the youngest point guard in the NBA since Magic Johnson was in 1979. And like Magic, he quickly earned some championship hardware.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Lee outside. Back to Ginobili. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
To the inside. Hibbert hits the bucket.
They scored several times already.
Young pass to Shakur. Here's Hibbert, and there's Undo's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. To the middle, and stolen by Hibbert. Here we go, 1-on-1. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And that's how the coach would draw it up.
For 1 from the floor. Shakur kicks to Kaminsky. Young passes to Shakur. The rebound by Anderson. Sessions dishes to Shakur. Shoots the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas. Charlotte has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Hibbert with a screen on Lee. Shakur kicks to Hibbert. And it's good, 2 points. Hibbert's got 8 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And stolen by Hibbert. Sessions with it. Hibbert with the screen. Shakur passes to Hibbert. Down low. Prez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
Okay, Lefty, I see you. Vintage Ginobili there.
Have you seen the thing they do with their hands?
Oh, yeah, they're squeezing that OJ, Kevin. Either that or they're squeezing a rag, whatever it is. I like it.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys. We've been watching from the Hornets.
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint. Forcing a
Shakur, he's in at 3. Roy Hibbert is out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Ramon Sessions. Parker He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Dishes it to Simmons. There's the pick. There's the pass to Parker. Drop layup for 2. Parker's got 6. And Brent, you look at the growing offensive role for Kawhi Leonard. For as many touches as he gets, he hardly ever turns the ball over.
Well, have you seen his hands, Kevin? How would you get the ball away from those things? You just don't find players who can score in isolation, space the floor, and protect.
Job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
Royce checked in for Kaminsky. Young outside, kicks it to Shakur. Feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. Parker with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Spurs passing it around. Lee, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. She'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
The last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash.
Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
The topics that always seems to come up when players retire is what's next. Brent, you were a 14-year veteran in the league. How big of a change has it been from retirement to when you played the transition period in between and adapting to it?
But I thought about life after basketball for quite some time, and you know, Kevin, from knowing me, that broadcasting was something I was very interested in. So I had the opportunity to talk with a few people after I retired, and I felt like the timing was appropriate and seamless to be able to continue talking about players that I had played with, played against, coaches that I played with, coaches that I played against, and continue to pass along at least some of the knowledge and maybe some of the perspective that I've had throughout the course of 14.
Kawhi Leonard keeps getting better year after year. 2014 Finals MVP said, "I'm very confident with where I'm at. Every time I step on the floor now, I know I can be a factor. Offensively, defensively, shooting threes, working my way into the post."
To dribble.
Welcome back to Charlotte, the Duke Energy Center, the building in the foreground there. So an almost entirely new Spurs. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. And there's Anderson. Then it's David Lee. And it's Bertans in at the 4 spot. Shakur kicks to Williams. Basket, good.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
The feed now to Parker. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Ginobili. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Ginobili's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, they prize Manu out hustling somebody. Don't forget about him inside.
Here's the screen to the middle. Lee with the steal.
Parker.
Left side, Anderson. Misses off the left.
Path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And knowing that's the kind of D the opposition has been playing, he's going straight for the jugular, just like he should.
Here's Parker. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Ginobili outside, picked by Lee. Nice D from Red Hot.
Well, you have to give a ton of credit to the defense for arriving just in time and altering that shot away from the basket.
And again, the Hornets missing.
Don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And when you look at the Spurs, it's about the offensive philosophy in terms of ball movement. You look at the numbers, players shoot much more efficiently off of the catch than they do with the dribble. The Spurs exemplify the good to great in ball movement.
Now near Sessions as he lets it fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
And no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Pass to Bertans. 1:57 left in the 3rd. Anderson the screen. 5 to shoot. Shot, high post. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. He's got 12.
Yeah, the mid-range jump shot is just automatic from Parker, especially when he gets the room to fire.
Sessions with it. He's picked up by Parker. A shot by Shakur, no good. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lee kicks to Ginobili. pass to Parker. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Williams. And it's Frank Kaminsky in for Kid Gilchrist. And San Antonio also making a switch. Leonard's checked in.
This hugely.
Here's Sessions. Sinks the triple. Sessions has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Charlotte.
2 bombs in a row from long range.
Lee, that's good.
Move they like.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Shakur, he's in at small forward. Levins is out there with Young. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Hibbert in at the center. So that's
Most aggressive team is going to shoot more on a nightly basis.
played 14. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Like your tenacity out there. You're showing me something which I like, so keep it up.
Man, that was rough.
Yeah, it's a long season, no press.
That's what they keep telling me. It's a long season, Prez. It's a long season, Prez.